So the final whistle's gone at Ewood Park, and Blackburn Rovers are over the pissing line. That's right. 2-1 on the night, get the 50-point barrier signed, sealed and delivered. And we've done the daily double over Derby Bloody County. An absolutely tremendous result for us to, of course, lift the weight of expectation, lift the pressure of us. And, of course, hopefully now we can relax as the season comes to a close. And again, to be fair, I don't think we really ultimately deserved the 3 points. If I'm going to be honest with you, I thought we were very, very lucky to do that. And in fairness, I think a draw probably would have been a good result. But for me, we just needed the win. We've played the previous 16 matches. And some of them we deserved more than what we got, and on others we deserved far less than what we got, and then that's saying something. But today I think we were at least deserved not to lose the game. And Derby probably could have had an equaliser as the game came to a close. So 2-1 on the day, 50 points now for Rovers. It puts Derby in a bit of trouble. We'll take a look at the table in a minute, of course. But take a look at those starting 11s. Of course, Marshall between the sticks for Derby. Forsyth, Clark and Wisdom making up a back three. Lawrence, Bird, Shinney and Byrne make up the right back. Chisovic, Sibley as well. Roberts up top for Derby. As for Rovers, we had Kaminsky between the sticks. Douglas at left back. Nyambi, Harvey Elliott and Branthwaite. Made up Apache back four there. Of course, a little bit of an inexperience in those centre-backs. Then we had Travis Johnson and Lewis Holtby as well in midfield. Elliott, Armstrong and Sam G up top. And it was, in fact, Tom Lawrence, ex-Rover, getting on the score sheet first for Derby. Let me have a quick scan of that, bring that up for us to have a little gander at it, of course, on the 22nd minute to, of course, give them the lead. It wasn't until a little bit later on that we got themselves right back into it. To give ourselves a bit of hope. So Tom Lawrence's early goal, which I don't know, was probably fair to say that they deserved it at that point to give them the lead on the 22nd minute. But it was not to be hard done by. Rovers did leave it late in the first half to equalise a Sam Gallagher from the corner, which is rare, like rocking or shit, those kind of goals. But in there, with his long flowing locks, managed to get the ball in the back of the net to give us a share of the spoils at half time. Into the second half, though, it wasn't until the midway through the second half that we got control of the game with Harvey Elliott scoring on the 66th minute to remind ourselves of what kind of player he is and what kind of player we're likely to lose at the end of the season when he goes back to Anfield with, of course, the soon-to-be former Premier League winners, of course, Liverpool. As for the stats, and of course, they do actually favour Derby for a change. They had more shots than we did. They had more possession as well. And their pass success rate was also miles better than us. So Rovers taking a backseat approach, perhaps. But ultimately, it all worked out in the end. So maybe, just maybe, the proof is not in the possession-based football, Mowbray. You need a little bit of luck. As you can see, we move up to 14th. We could have been as low as 21st come Monday, but today we've shot up all the way up to 14th, and hopefully the likes of these guys here will lose to give us a bit of a comfort between ourselves and the rest of the chasing back. We actually played a couple of games more than the likes of Luton as well, with Rotherham still got 3 games in hand, but it's their games that they're up against which should hopefully give us a bit of belief. Let's have a quick look at their run-in just to be safe and just to be sure. Of course, they've got Cardiff at the end of the season. They've got Luton as well. They've got to take on us as well. Brentford, Barnsley, Rotherham, take on Middlesbrough and Birmingham. Realistically, they've only got one, and that is Birmingham. And I think if they lose that one, what would that gap be then? If they lose to Birmingham on the weekend, that would be they would be 11 points shy of us, with only 12 on the table for us. So it will be that tight. But to be fair, I think we're over the line. I think we're safe as houses. And maybe, just maybe, we can start to build for the new season right here, right now. The question obviously will remain as to will Mowbray be the guy? Of course, I think I've been very vocal enough to say that I think it's about time we change this. The record of 1 or 2 wins now in 16 is not great. The position of the table is not great. But still, you might even say a top half of the table shout is on the offering if we could string a few more results together. And then maybe we'll end the season strongly. But that's the problem. If we end the season strongly, it just adds fuel to the fire, to the board, to the CEOs and all the people that make those decisions, that think, you know what, let's give them another season, because that's where ultimately I think we're going to end up. But 2-1 on the day. Fantastic for me. I'm happy with this. We'll take a little look at the match in a bit more detail later. We'll hear what the gaffer has to say. We'll hear what the fans say on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Any other caveats out there? Not really. I think some of the players are really starting to piss me off in the Rovers, guys. There was lack of passion in the first half. Fortunately, the second half did see Joe Rothwell come on, and I think we need to do something to secure his services next season. He is a unique kind of player that we hardly ever see these days, and it was only when his introduction came on that we did see a change of that heartbeat, a change of that energy that we've been lacking in midfield. Somehow, we have to, especially with the like of Dak out for the season, and of course Adam Armstrong likely to be leaving as well at the end of the season, we need some sort of attacking bit of energy to kind of build or shape our midfield around. And I think Rothwell, if given a long-term, sort of run in the side, could provide that spark. And hopefully, with the 4 games left, we will see that to come into fruition. And that is what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, the chance to see the likes of Amari Bell, who else? The Buckley, if he's still available, and of course maybe play Gallagher down the middle. Just give some other, just mix it up a little bit, just kind of see what these guys have got on their offering, and maybe we'll unveil a gem for us for next season. Give some of the youngsters in the under 23s a shot out as well. Let's look forward to the end of the season now. 3 points in the bag, Derby done, and of course hopefully push them towards closer to the treble, but still a lot of work for Rotherham to get out of it. They've got 3 games in hand on Derby, so they're 4 points adrift. They need to at least win one of them to really put the willies up them. And of course Birmingham as well. It could be very, very spicy down that foot of the table, but we got our bit done. The 3 points in the bag, and I'm happy as Larry that we did just that. Losing my voice. Of course we'll have a detailed review later. Of course match preview for Sheffield Wednesday coming up on the channel as well. But until then, smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and see you all next time for some more Rovers action.